in the United States, and they told me the story of Ali and the acres of diamonds. And I want people who are listening to learn from this story right now, because we will relate it with the power of your mind that I said. Now, Ali was a farmer that had a great field, and he was very rich at that point in time. It was a long time ago. He had a large field, and he was rich. Everybody admired Ali, and his children are doing well. And he has orchards in the farm. He has a grain field. He has gardens, and he is making a whole lot of money from those things that he had invested in the farm. Now, at a point in time, there comes a time where a Buddhist priest now came and knocked at Ali's door. And the priest greeted Ali. Ali opened the door, and they exchanged pleasantries, and the priest went in. And they were discussing, and during their discussion, and the priest told Ali, "Oh, I know you are great, and I know you are very rich, but do you know what? If you could just find diamonds, because just a thumb size of diamond like this, if you sell it, it will be enough to buy Ali." And they whined, they dined, and then the priest left. And do you know what happened after that conversation? That night, Ali went to bed as one of the poorest men on earth, because he was thinking, so there is something that will make me richer than I am. So Ali could not sleep, because there is something that's diamond. So in the morning, he woke up. I ran to the priest again and said, "So you told me about it, and I felt so uncomfortable. I'm so anxious about it. How do I get to see this diamond? How do I get to see the diamond?" And the priest told me how valuable they are, but I don't know where they are. He said, "But you must know, you should know." And the priest told me, "Well, maybe, just maybe, he's not sure, maybe you walk to, a far distance, a far place, and maybe you walk to the valleys between two mountains, a deep place, and then maybe you will find diamond there. Or maybe you walk to a place where there are sands there are water running across white sand. Maybe you will find diamond there." You know what Ali did, AY? Ali sold his field.
Wow.
That had made him so much money. He sold his field. He sold what he had. He sold what had taken him that far. And he took his children and gave it to his neighbor and said, "Okay, be taken, go in." And searched, but could not find. He asked people, "Do you know where diamond is?" People said, "We don't even know about it." And he could not find. And at a point in time, Ali got to Spain. And when he got to Spain, he got to a cliff. And underneath the cliff was a running water. And Ali saw it. And he was so down. He was down not because he was tired of walking or searching, but because even the money he made from the sales of his farm had been exhausted. Going back home is shameful, because he went in plenty and he's going to come back empty-handed. And Ali thought of ending everything all. And that was how he jumped inside the water from that cliff and ended his life. If that story ended in that place, you will ask me, where is my point? But after a while, the man who bought Alice had visitor again. And before he had a visitor, there was a day the man who bought the farm took his donkey to drink from the water at the backyard of the farm. And as the donkey dipped his nose and mouth inside the water, and there was a glittering, there's something glittered. And he saw that this thing is different from what he used to see. And it was a stone. And because it was different and it was raw, it attracted the attention of the farmer, as the new owner of the farm. And the man picked the stone and looked at it. "Wow, this is different. I'm going to take it inside." And he took the stone inside and put it on his table. And after a while, he got a visitor. And the visitor was the priest who visited Ali and told Ali about the acres of diamonds. And when enough, the new owner opened the farm. And when the new owner opened the farm, it was the stone that caught the attention of the priest. And the priest said, wow! Are you kidding me? Has Ali returned? Because this is diamond. And the man said, Ali sold this place to me. Ali had gone and we've never heard of him any longer. And he said, what do you say now? He said, I mean, this is diamond. Can't you see how glittery it is? Can't you see that it's reflecting all the colors of rainbow? And if we could get more of this, where did you get it? And he told him, it's just at my backyard right now. And they went to that place and they just saw on the surface that there are diamonds lying right there. And they dug the place, and according to history, that place became one of the greatest mines of diamonds in the world history. And do you know what? That is the same place, and it's sold to another person. And where my story is driving at is, there are no acres of diamond far away from you. The acres of diamond that will make you become the richest man in the world has been given to you and is right in your backyard. And literally speaking, based on this story, your backyard right now is your mind. And that is where the resources that God wants you to prosper with are located. Only if you could be patient sometimes, because sometimes what you need is time and patience. That you explore and then you discover. I'm sure somebody spoke about self-discovery yesterday and it was powerful. That you discover, and that will make you who you can be in life. That is how powerful your mind is. Now, let me give you three particular things that you can do to really make your mind work for you. Number one is for you to develop what someone calls an unstoppable mindset. Develop an unstoppable mindset. Because you cannot do exploit with narrow-mindedness. You cannot do exploit with narrow-mindedness. So the bigger your mindset is, the bigger your mind is, that will determine where your limitation will be. And if you can say it in your mind that you are limitless, boy, and nothing can stop you. So the limitation that we have today are created by people. And if you can go beyond that limitation, if you can surpass that limitation, because your mind has no limit, your mind is limitless. The power of your mind cannot be quantified. So that unstoppable mindset will make you go and do great things, will make you go and do exploits. You are going to think unimaginable things and bring them to pass. So when you are watching a movie and you are saying something, someone else might be watching that movie and see something else. When you are using an application, you are seeing something else, and then you are looking at what you can plug in and develop something better than that application and make you just do something so better than that. Someone else is just using and looking at the peripheral aspect of that thing. So that is determined by how powerful your mind is. So that would tell you what you need to do with your life daily, how you are going to feed your mind. Because the truth is, the first marketplace, even right now, is not the Oshodi market, it's not the Yaba market, it's not the Mile 12 market, it's not the Ilepo market, it's not the Bariga market, Badagry, it's not where, it's not even in ShopRite, it's not even in Just Right, it's not even in any right or wrong, any place. The first marketplace right now that people have understood and those who are wise are making use of is your mind. As a matter of fact, when you capture a particular product in the mind of the people, that is when your sales will start to boom. And that's the first marketplace. That's what advert is meant to do for you. Because what you consistently see, what you continually see, it will have a way of influencing your life. And I will tell you the tricks and the tactics when we get to the second thing. Because what news do is that it keeps flooding something in your mind, and when that thing consistently sits on your mind, it takes over you and begins to control you and begins to instruct you what you do. Because there is a place that particular thing will register to in your mind when we get to that place, when I am talking about it. So that tells you how powerful your mind is. So you've got to develop what is called an unstoppable or a great mindset that is limitless, a mindset of possibility. I like to see teenagers that will want to do things that are so unique, things that are impossible. When you sit down and you meet with yourself, this thing can be done. How do we do this? How do we do that? So it goes beyond you just taking pictures and uploading on Instagram and uploading on Facebook and doing all the stuff. This is that. I'm not saying doing all those stuff are wrong, but I do them as well. But doing things that are uncommon requires uncommon strategy. And that is from the depth of your mind. That you've got to dig deep in your mind and you bring that thing to pass. So that is developing uncommon mindset. And then you need the second thing, what is called the tools or tactics. So you have a common mindset. So how do you now bring that thing to pass? So you've got to get what is called tools and tactics. So that means you have to also look at the things that can make your dream come to pass. And one of the greatest tools that I want to talk to people about right in here is people. People are great tools that you need to make use of. If you have great mindset, you can't achieve things alone. And that is why we are not created in isolation. We are social beings. We are meant to socialize. And that's one of the things this lockdown is causing a whole lot of people, and people are having mental health related issues. Because we are meant to socialize, we are meant to mix together, we are meant to go together, we are meant to relate with one another. But now we are being locked around, and that is something different that we might talk on some other time. But you should know that people are tools for you that you can make use of. I don't know. Just tell me who you want to meet now. Tell me that if you have a wish now, who is that person that you want to meet? Why? That person is just one person away from you. Do you understand? It's just one person away from you. As a matter of fact, know this person. Now, you held a conference. This is a global conference. Yesterday, I think we had someone who spoke from the United Kingdom. It was wonderful. It was great. And that is leveraging on the power of people. What you want to achieve, you have a great mindset, but you need the right tools. You need the right tactics. And one of the tools that I am talking about are people. People that will take you, that will teach you. Some of them might be your mentor, might be your colleagues. Some of them you just met each other and then you want to do business together because you cannot do it alone. So you have to leverage on the power of people. If you don't leverage on the power of people, you are hemorrhaging your success. That is the power of tools and tactics. So you have a great mindset. You have the right tools and tactics to make it work. And then the third one is the implementation. This is where so many people, withdraw or fail. Implementation. And if you go to your diary, I'm sure you will have a bunch of things that you say you want to achieve, and then they are lying further there. So this is the time for you to just those things. As many people who are listening, I know you might have had a whole lot of write-ups. There are so many songs that some people have written and they have just put it right there and they are not working on them. There are so many things that you have written that you are going to achieve, and then they remain right in the book stage right now. So all you need to do is to see how you can make those things come to pass. And that is the power of implementation.
Hello, sir.
How your mind works. Your mind has a very